Hi, welcome to the channel. You're watching Soul Revolution TV. I'm Shay, and we're going to finish up doing the rest of the zodiac signs. I've been doing just a check-in for right now. This is timeless, so whenever you're seeing this is the right time. So next we have Capricorn, and so let's get started. Show me what's going on with Capricorn. Those watching now or in the future. What's going on? Show me or connect me to Capricorn's energy so that I can help them right now for whatever is going on. Important messages for Capricorn's highest good. Universe, spirit guides, and angels. What's going on with Capricorn? Sun, moon, or rising signs? Okay, so let's see. In your thoughts, we have the World card. This could be about travel, it could be about accomplishments, ending a cycle. In your feelings, the Hanged Man, trying to get a bigger perspective on your life, on a certain situation. Could be dealing with the Pisces. Your actions right now, the Magician. So you're trying to manifest something, and we'll take a look to see what that is. Under the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. So this is the underlying energy. This is about worrying, anxiety. You have the Queen of Water under that. So it could be about maybe thinking about someone. It could be a water sign again. Like I said, the Hangman you have here could be about a Pisces, or you could have that in your chart. So let's see. Let's look at this World card for what's on your mind, Capricorn. Tell me about the World. I saw the Two of Cups and the King of Pentacles. So this could be about a connection with someone. Tell me about the World for what's on their mind. We have the Magician again. Eight of Cups. And the Six of Wands. So yeah, the previous sign, Sagittarius, had this Eight of Cups in the same position. So you might want to look at that reading as well. Could have a prominent placement in your chart in Sagittarius. So I feel like you're wanting to create something in your life that fulfills you and possibly brings you attention, accolades, because the world is about accomplishments. Setting out into the world, and I'm hearing making your back in the old days, people used to travel away from home in order to find themselves, have those experiences that mold your character, directs you to the man or woman you need to be in this lifetime, your soul purpose, your life purpose. And I think that's what what's been on your mind. Yeah, look, we have the Two of Pentacles under the deck with the World. So yeah, weighing out your options, trying to balance either career and finances or career and your life purpose. Maybe the job that you have right now has nothing to do with your life purpose. And sometimes your life purpose is supposed to be a hobby. It's not supposed to be your career. So figuring all that out, that's what's on your mind. And having the courage to take those actions that you need for yourself to figure things out. You can't always do that at home. You can't always do that in the same job you've been for I don't know how many years. You need a new perspective with this hangman, and you feel that. You know that what you've been doing forever, however long, it's not giving you the epiphanies or the passion that you want to feel. You want to feel alive, and maybe you haven't felt like that in a while. So let's clarify the hangman for your feelings. This is about maybe feeling that you need to sacrifice something in order to gain this knowledge. You need to change something huge in order to realize your potential in this future endeavor that you're wanting to take. So tell me about the hangman for Capricorn, for their feelings. We have the Justice card, Three of Cups, and the Eight of Wands. Under the deck, we have Three of Pentacles and the Five of Wands. So with the Justice, this is about karma as well as maybe signing a contract in a more practical way that we can look at it. But maybe you feel like you haven't been dealt the right hand in your life so far, and you want justice. And with this Three of Cups, this is a more lighthearted energy of maybe meeting different people, enjoying that time that you have with strangers. Like you love to experience life through people's eyes, so to speak. So maybe the stories they can tell you, or the experiences that they've had, you feel like you can live through them vicariously. And that's why you like traveling or meeting new people, because of all the knowledge that you gain from other people. And with the Eight of Wands, this is about you. This is about communication and having those experiences through travel is what I'm hearing. And Eight of Wands is a lot about a communication too. So you could be somebody that loves to talk, loves to be in front of an audience, or just loves that feeling of community or groups. So maybe trying to figure out a way that you can have that in joining a club or a group of some sort, but in a bigger perspective though, because I think that you need more than just this little, I'm hearing this little small world that you've built for yourself. You want to see what else is out there. What more could your life entail? The excitement that you've been yearning for or needing to fulfill your life. And maybe you'll find your life purpose that way, is what I'm hearing. So let's look at the Magician for your actions. The Magician is more so someone that uses their, I want to say their intuition, because the Magician is more so about how you manipulate energy. Not in a bad way, it could be in a bad way, but we all have the ability to create our world through our vision, through our imagination, what we envision our lives to be. No one else has control over that but you. And realizing that. Getting away from playing the victim and more so the leader in your life. The captain of your own ship. And yes, there's rules that we all must abide by, but this is about you using what you've gained along the way in your life and figuring out solutions on how to work your way around how you've been feeling trapped by probably society's rules and guidelines. It's like finding a way around that to where you can still have what you want within reason. Tell me more about the Magician for Capricorn's actions. What do they need to know about this? So we have the Eight of Swords, Judgment, and the Six of Swords. So again, I'm seeing the Two of Swords, and that has to do with using more your intuition. I know Capricorns or Earth signs can be very practical in their thinking, but this is asking you to be more open-minded, more imaginative, thinking outside the box. This may not be something you're used to, I can tell with this Eight of Swords, but everyone is capable of this. And with Judgment here, this is about you realizing that your call could be something that God has instilled in you, in your spirit, your soul, so you can feel it. It's like calling to you, saying you need to be doing this. Don't worry, don't be afraid. This is also about the journey, not the destination, is what I'm hearing. So with the Six of Swords, this is about you calming that storm within yourself. Those voices that play with your mind, telling you you can't do something or you'll never accomplish something. This is about you being still within yourself, finding a way to still those voices. Maybe you need to be more spiritual or build that relationship with God so that He can help you, is what I'm hearing. And being able to find that solution because you no longer have those voices in your mind that are telling you negative things, causing you to feel empty inside, because with that Eight of Swords is like you're stuck. You can't realize your potential because of this. But knowing that you can overcome this. So let's look at the Nine of Swords. I want to see this. This is the overall energy. Probably something that you don't realize is blocking you. Tell me more about the Nine of Swords. What does Capricorn need to know about this overall energy for this reading? So, I'll put that right there. Nine of Swords. We have the Knight of Cups, the Sun, and the Seven of Swords. Under the deck, we have the Death card and the Five of Fire, or Five of Wands. So I feel like you're fighting within yourself. You want to change, or you want to have that spiritual awakening. And I think you need that because there's more that you can see. And I'm not talking about your eyes, I'm talking about your third eye. And that's what's causing the issue here, the conflict in your life. And with this Knight of Cups and the Sun, I feel like you can get over this worry, this anxiety that you feel, that you know you need to be doing something, but you're not doing it. With this Seven of Swords, also, have you, in a sense, been lying to yourself about what's possible for you? Now, we all have that angel on our shoulder, that devil on the other shoulder that's causing that conflict back and forth, but you have the choice to listen to one or the other. So which do you choose to listen to? And that right there is a choice. And you have that free will. Everyone does. But what are you going to choose? Are you going to keep choosing the same thing, or are you going to choose differently for yourself? And that's what this Nine of Swords is about. That's what I'm getting. So be determined to change your life for the better. We cannot change from the outside in. It comes from inside. So start within yourself. Start that work that you need to do to shape the person you want to become. Now let's take a look at your advice. What is the advice for Capricorn? So think of a question and concentrate on that question while I'm shuffling so that you can get your own personal message of advice. What is the advice for Capricorn, rising, sun, and moon signs for their highest good, universe, spirit guides, and angels? What is their advice? Okay, we have the Seven of Water in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So take a look at Sagittarius's reading because they got this card right here, Nine of Cups. I guess I can turn it around. They were both reversed. So let's take a look at the Seven of Water. These are both water. Talks about your emotions. So let's take a look. Seven of Water. So the potential block for this, let's take a look at your block first, and then we'll take a look at the positive side of this card. So when this card appears reversed, she signifies an inability or unwillingness to yield and be flexible. But remember that which does not bend will eventually break. It is better to achieve your goals by being fluid. Water can find any crack, any opening, and use it to its advantage. If contained, it becomes still and peaceful, calm and waiting, receptive. Yes, external forces can make waves and ripples, but when the force is removed, stillness and calm are quickly restored. Release the water from its container and it will follow the path of least resistance, flowing around, over and underneath any obstacle in its path and overcoming with natural ease and grace. If circumstances have made you harder or made you don a protective shell, it's time to allow the river of life to wash your emotional armor away. A gentle, more flowing outlook will serve you better. Soften your stance, let go of your feelings of resistance, and be open to potentialities and be peaceful. Be like water and flow. So I'm getting that Bruce Lee saying about be like water, my friend. So look that up. There's an interview that he did that he talks about that. And the positive side of this card, it's about taking a deep breath and exhaling. It says, if you have set your intentions, are motivated by love, and have done all that is necessary here in the present, then it's time to give yourself permission to relax and let go. Embrace a peaceful, receptive, and flowing state that takes you forward on the next stage of your journey. Your future is now in the hands of fate. So this is about trusting yourself, having faith, surrendering control, harnessing that peace within by surrendering to the flow of life. Relinquish the need to control everything. Things happen as they're meant to if you just let it, let life. The future will bring what you need, not what you want. So control, because control is an illusion, again. And your influence on the future is limited. You have to leave that up to God to figure out for you. So learning to work with the universe or with God, because ultimately we all have our journey or life purpose from the other side, from God's perspective. So this is about you connecting with that and working with God. So the positive side to this card, as the block is removed, you are able to surrender to the flow of life, trusting, having faith. So relinquishing control over all relationships and outcomes and believing that whatever unfolds in the future is what is meant to be. So working diligently in the present with love, creating a future that will bring what you need. So learning to heal and grow. And so you're able to let go of control, especially over others. We have no control over other people, and we need to stop trying to do that. And that's where the conflict comes in. Is what I'm hearing for you. And so sometimes we can let our fears overtake us, and this could be about losing someone that you love and not wanting to go through that. Because once we let someone in, we know that maybe they're not always going to be there. We all pass, but sometimes relationships don't work out and you have to go your own way, but not wanting to experience that loss. And for others of you, it's that fear of failure or missing out. So learning to make empowered choices and working with due diligence and dedication so that you can create with the purest of intentions and be motivated by love. Love is the center of everything. So if you're not motivated by love, then you have to ask yourself, then what is it that you're doing this for, if not for love? And timing also takes a position here. Those close to us and those of whom we have no knowledge have yet to come into our lives. So because of this, we can only have partial influence. The rest is up to fate or up to God. So the more we try to influence and control people or situations, we risk sabotaging our hopes and desires and manifesting an outcome that is vastly different to the one we desire. So how do you hold on to water? The future is not fixed. It's fluid and shifting and so vast with infinite possibilities that it cannot be contained. So allow it to be. And the next card is the Nine of Water. And I did read it in Sagittarius, but I'll read it again here. And I'll read the positive side to that. So the potential blockage for the Nine of Water. It signifies a resistance or unwillingness to look at our emotional reactions and accept responsibility for them. Or it could indicate an unwillingness to look at the source of those emotional reactions. We may not want to see the truth. In this instance, we may truly agree with the old adage that ignorance is bliss. However, it is more than probable that we simply tell ourselves this because we're afraid of the pain of dredging up old memories. Instead, the Nine of Water offers an opportunity to acknowledge the truth. Embracing ignorance will keep us reliving the pain of the moment again and again, until we make the choice to break the cycle by facing that of which we are most afraid. So this card asks that you not avoid what needs to be done because you will experience pain in the short term. The pain will pass and open you to a better, happier future. And so the positive side to this card, once the block is removed, talks about a need to embrace an open heart and allow the light of love to transform and heal emotional pain and turn it into knowledge that sets us free. Our past experiences, good and bad, leave an emotional imprint. So remembered joy and love can inspire a sense of well-being. A happy memory creates a feeling within that curves the lips and makes us smile or laugh, while a bad memory can cause tears and open old wounds we thought we were healed and forgotten long ago. Have you ever heard a song playing on the radio and had tears form in your eyes because the song was one you shared with a past love who broke your heart? So our emotions can lift us as high as the stars or plummet us into an abyss of despair. And yet all too often we do not know or understand why we feel and react as we do. What makes some memories so much more vivid and unforgettable? What makes them unforgettable is how they made us feel. This is emotional imprinting at work. And through it we can and do bind ourselves emotionally to the past. In the present, these imprints become triggers that have us reacting on an almost purely emotional level. If our mind was a bank in which we could choose what memories we save, the majority would save only the memories that make them smile, while discarding the rest that make them cry. There would be so many happy, smiling people in the world. If we could just choose to keep only the memories that make us smile. Unfortunately, we have no choice, but what we do have is the choice to recognize our emotional triggers, so the bad memories or those laden with weighty emotions have less influence upon us. So by shining a light on the source of the emotional pain and then accepting that the moment that caused it is over and cannot be changed or undone, we take the first step to freeing ourselves from the emotional hooks that bind us to the past. And that's what we do to ourselves. We keep looking to the past, reliving those bad situations. the people that have hurt us and replay that over and over when it's over and done. And choosing to finally work through that and leaving that in the past. Forgiving, we don't have to forgive, but more so for yourself so that you can move on and stop looking to the past. Whether good or bad memories, I feel distances us from what we could have now in the present. So recognizing how we feel and react when recalling the moment or experiencing one like it is the next step toward emotional awareness. Being mindful and learning not to react when an emotional trigger is squeezed, we reach emotional enlightenment, a state when we are no longer shackled. Eventually there comes a time when we no longer have to be mindful because the memory no longer has any influence. The hurt has healed and we have transcended. So this is about emotional enlightenment. You see this card, the light, that's the spiritual light from above. See, I don't know if you see her third eye. And then she has her heart right there. Connecting to that. So there comes a time when we no longer have to be mindful because the memory no longer has an influence. And the emotional enlightenment is not a gentle process, so it involves rummaging through our memories, revisiting old hurts, seeing them and accepting them for what they are, letting go of harmful and destructive beliefs, and freeing ourselves of the burden of their emotional weight. It takes time and practice, and at the beginning of the process, we can be more reactive than usual. It's like trying to run up a muddy, slippery slope. We lose our footing, fall, and slip backwards. For some, the process is simply too difficult. Others resist, wondering why anyone could consciously choose to explore and relive their deepest, most painful memories. It's like choosing to cut open old scars to make them wounds all over again. The reality is they are correct. It is like cutting open a scar, but aggressive measures are needed if a cancer grows beneath the scar tissue. So if past memories are making you emotionally reactive in a way that is counterproductive in the now, then there's a cancer present. You might not be reliving the memories consciously, but when they have power, influence how you feel and react in the present, then you are reliving those memories on an unconscious level. So the choice is one between having those memories influence you unconsciously or being mindful and aware and lessening or ending their influence on you. So this card is about the choice. It offers the choice and asks you to make it. You might not have a choice in the memories your mind stores, but you do have a choice as to which ones you invest in emotionally, whether it be a past memory or a new one. Invest in those that fill you with love and lightness and find yourself rising from the depths. Just as emotional enlightenment is not an easy process, it is also not a spiritual process. It is a healing process. It is the process of making ourselves lighter in being, becoming lighter by letting go of the heavy emotions we unconsciously hold on to, and which in turn influence our emotional and physical well-being in the present. So you're being asked to consider if at this time one of your emotional triggers is being squeezed for good or ill. Asking this question will help you determine whether you are acting for the wrong or right reasons. So what is the story that you're telling yourself? We all come into this life. If you believe in reincarnation, it's similar to a video game in that each time we play a different character, or we have the option to, and the character that you've been living, you can change that. It's all about your mind being open to playing a different character. And you don't have to attach yourself to that character, but I mean, sometimes it's hard not to, but similar to what the stars or musicians do, they reinvent themselves. And we can all do this. We don't have to stay and play the part of a victim. We can choose to play a different part. So that was your reading, Capricorn. Hope you liked it. And please like, subscribe if you haven't, and share this with someone, another Capricorn perhaps. But I look forward to reading more for you, Capricorn, and I'll see you in the next video.